Well, uh, good morning, evening. Day 49 is completed of 75 hard, and today was an interesting one, I guess. Let's see. I got up this morning, and instead of working out first, I actually had to go do some work. Went in and just knocked that out pretty quick. Came home and immediately got my stuff ready, boom, out the door. And it started raining. So I got to do my first workout in the rain. It was awesome. It was a good day. And I don't know about you, but for some reason, like, I'm pretty sure I'm like a descendant from whatever gods like strive off the rain, or like I'm empowered by them or something, because when it's cool and rainy and a little bit stormy, like I get energized and I feel amazing. I just want to just go. And that's how I felt today. So I mean, it's just like I wasn't even going hard. I was just like just moving. And again, I felt amazing. I was jumping in puddles, and I mean, I was having a generally good time, and at the same time, I was pushing a pace faster than I normally do for just kind of a walk ruck. And it was great. It was fun. Came in, showered, kind of got myself cooled off, and started my food for the day. And the next couple of days are going to be tough because I'm waiting on some protein to arrive. So I might even have to, go and get some milk or something like that. I don't mind that because milk's pretty good protein. It's just a little different than what I'm used to taking. And thing is I can get it through Amazon. It gets to me a little bit quicker than the stuff from First Form. No, I mean, I prefer what I have from First Form. It's just from my personal experience with it. The Formula One is just like Formula One and Ignition. When you're taking that, especially when you're working hard, just your ability to bounce back and get back in and do that second workout is, I just doing a regular protein doesn't do the same thing. So even like with the First Form level 1, I don't get the same results as I get when I do the Formula One and Ignition together. Now, I have tried something recently where because I'm almost out of level 1 too, so that's the big problem. But I have done like a scoop of level 1. It doesn't get the protein in as quickly because I still have to assimilate it. It doesn't go straight in and get digested quickly as much as the isolate that's in the Formula One, but it still works pretty fast. And you can add the Ignition to it, and get that glycogen replenished pretty quickly. So not a terrible way to do it. And I still have plenty of Ignition, so whatever protein I go with, which is probably going to be some milk, I'll just supplement with that until I get my First Form shipment in. But anyways, let's see, second workout, I had to get that done kind of mid or a little later in the day, but not quite late afternoon. Gave myself 4 hours and took a nap. I actually took it's kind of a piecemeal nap. It wasn't very good, but I still got some rest out of it. And got out and did an unweighted run. So took the ruck, no ruck this time, just go. And felt pretty good. Got 4 miles in at a 10-mile pace. Knocked out my 45 minutes. Yeah, it was just a nice, cool afternoon. Felt like fall. It was good. continued with the food. Actually went to a party. Was a Mexican Independence Party, and I'm not Mexican, my wife is, but I like to support her and the groups that she hangs out with. So it was fun. It was a good time. That everybody there was drinking and having a good time, and I had my bottles of water, and it's when it came to the tacos, they had tacos asada, so I just plain meat and tortilla, but kept it simple and kept it what it was, and it worked out. And they even had some chicken, chicken breast, so I got a couple ounces of that and was able to meet my protein goal, calorie goal, and I think I met just about everything today, which is pretty awesome because it's hard to get those checks all the way, even including your carbs and fats. But I think I might have been a little bit off on like the fats or something. But other than that, everything was everything was right on today. It was really good. Water, like I said, I just had bottles of water while I was there, so that was an easy win today. And then the last thing I had to do when I got home was finish up my food, which is just do my greens and reds and my magnesium, and then finish up my reading. So the reading is actually kind of fresh on my mind right now. And the funny thing is like I had not read up to this point yet in the book, and one of the things that's where I am right now is talking about the 3 different types of excuses people make. So it's like step 1 for thinking big and achieving results in your life is to rid yourself of excuses. And like the first big portion of excuses that he kind of talks about is the health related ones. And the reason this is funny is that today I was thinking about what are the common things I hear, that you hear from people that want to get started in the martial arts, because that is one of the things that I do is teach martial arts. Another thing, obviously with the fitness is I'm completing my personal trainer certificate, so that is something else I want to get into. And I know that there's a lot of health excuses that people use in that too, but with martial arts in particular, people let me get in shape first before I start taking classes. And so, what I thought is, and I'm going to put this out there because I'm going to create this, and so if anybody's interested in that, you're interested in getting involved in some sort of martial arts, but you think that, or you feel like you're not fit enough, definitely hit me up. I have some things that I can do that will definitely help you out. And what I call this is just it's a martial arts readiness program, or martial arts fitness readiness program. And it's a program where not only you're going to get a methodology to get yourself into good shape, so you'll be confident when you start taking those the regular just martial arts classes, but you're also going to learn a little bit of the martial arts that you're interested in as you're going along with this fitness program. So it's going to kind of combine the two. So yeah, you're going to do push-ups and lunges and sit-ups and all that stuff, but we're also going to incorporate, so say like if you're into jiu-jitsu, you're going to start doing some of the jiu-jitsu techniques. That way you'll have some information as you go in, and you'll also be developing that fitness. I don't know how long this program will last. I think it's I'm into building habits that will sustain you, especially after my last year. So from January up until now, I have been developing habits. Really, since I guess it would have been November of last year. Into November last year, I I made a mistake at work in actually October of last year, and due to that mistake, I was placed into a, I was being monitored, I guess, and every 30 days I had to check in and whatever. But one of the things that I implemented during that time was I started to do the power list. So I would make myself 5 things that I needed to accomplish that day, and it wasn't always work related. My developing the habit of water was one of those tasks. So every day, did I get in my 120 ounces of water? It was one of my requirements. So I did 6 20-ounce things of these. So 6 20-ounce shaker bottles. And that was my goal. So that task didn't get checked off until I had 6 dashes, or 6 little hash marks. Once I got those 6, that was a check. So, and I had a notebook that had wins and losses. So days where I got everything done I wanted to get done, days that I lost where I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. So that being said, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. The reason I'm bringing that up is that what that helped me do is develop habits. And the first habit that as far as health-wise that I developed was that drinking water. So getting enough water in so that when I did start really changing up my diet, which was habit 2, and that actually didn't start until January, I had already established the habit of water. So I didn't have to think about that anymore. I was doing it on a consistent basis, and it really wasn't something that I had to pay as much attention to. It wasn't fully formed. Right now, it's like I do it out of instinct. I probably drink more water than I actually record most of the time. I make sure that I remember to record, my gallon. However, I'm fairly certain most days I'm somewhere around 180 ounces, just because I forget to record one, and so then I have to drink some extra. But so far it's helped, and it's not hurting me. And I'm 49 days in, so yeah, I think we're all right. But then so once I had that water habit, developing that habit of food, and first it was just tracking and kind of discovering, like, what was I eating and how many calories it had. And I accepted that, okay, well, this is my calorie limitation, so once I hit it, that's on me. How I get there didn't matter. Whether I hit, I wasn't even really trying to hit that protein goal as much as I was trying to hit the calorie goal. So the calorie goal was my first. I tried to hit that. Boom. Once I was able to get that calorie goal under control, then it became, well, how can I hit my protein goal? And I wasn't even worried about carbs and fats at all. And so those were some days just off the charts. But as long as calories and proteins were getting hit, that was what I was concerned. I wanted to develop those habits. So water, calories, and protein. Then I actually started adding in movement. So I started to clean up my diet a little bit as I paid more attention to it, and as I started to develop that habit of calories and protein. And that started to bring those carbs and fats down. Because I was paying better attention to my diet, I had more energy, and I started really adding in more movement. So I went from not doing much at all, just pretty much my regular movement around at work in January, a little bit of running, but I don't think I can't remember, I think it was like 15 miles total in the month of January. And I don't think I ran any in February. So I don't think I did any outdoor stuff in February at all. I believe it was all inside. It was, like, very light. And, like, I mean, I don't think it was light. It was just, they weren't the best workouts. The same thing for March. I think I got outside a little bit more, but not a whole lot. April is when I went on vacation. And while I was on vacation, I was having trouble tracking, just because of where I was and how much food it was, or, what kind of food. And, it was just difficult to put it all in there, but I did my best. And I started working out and working hard. Like, I got up and I said, all right, you know what, I'm tired of seeing this person in the mirror that I'm seeing. I'm ready to step it up to the next level. And that's when I started doing burpees. And they're not fun. They're not easy. But they do develop results. So, and, so that was, the movement was the last habit I formed. And now, I'm 9 months in, I'm starting to look at more detail, like especially under 75 hard, because I've got to be more strict on my diet. Everything goes under the microscope as far as food goes. It's like, all right, what is this got? What can I, how does this fit into my day? Does it fit? If it doesn't fit and it's not clean, it ain't coming in. Even no matter how much I want it or how much I'd like it to fit, if it doesn't fit, if it's not going to work, then it's got to go. That's just, it is what it is. And sometimes that even, was stuff that I could have used in a different day, but just however things worked out on that particular, the day that I was looking at it, it didn't work. And that, could have been anything like cashews. I do cashews quite often as kind of a snack, because they do have a decent amount of carbs, a decent amount of protein, and a decent amount of fats, and not a whole lot of calories. Come on, Nacho. Good boy. Come on, bud. It's okay. Come on. Oh, poor dog. There he is. Here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on up. Here's Nacho. Say hello. All right, good boy. You. Yeah, poor guy. He was all by himself for about 6 hours today, so he's lonely. He wanted to have some companionship. Anyways, so, all that to say is that I have experience developing habits, and that's kind of the idea, is that you want to take somewhere around 6 months to build the habits that you need that would give you the confidence to continue with those while you then incorporate an actual class into your schedule. So anyways, that's just something, it's something I'm working on. It's a work in progress. I'm putting it out there because I do want to start helping people. And, if you're in the area, we have the beauty of the internet. I can do Zoom calls and things. So, as always, my Instagram is going to be in the description, and, you can always throw a comment on, this. You can subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start dropping some tips and things, videos, coming up pretty soon. That's one of my next goals. So, it's out there. But, if you do want some help, throw a comment, send me a DM, let me know, what's going on, what you're trying to do, and, we'll see what we can work out. But that's kind of it. So, 49 days. We are well past the hump. We're not quite at 2/3, or is that right? Yeah, 2/3 of the way in yet, but we're getting very close. So tomorrow, anyways. But as every day, It was just one task at a time, make sure that task gets accomplished, and then, okay, what's next? What's next? And, we got it done. So that's the way day 50 is going to be too. And so on all the way to 75, because I'm going to get through this. Like that, there's no reason not to. Especially today was a good kind of a test day for the upcoming vacation. So I'm not going to have a problem meeting my calorie needs and doing what I need to do while I'm there. So I'm looking forward to it. Well, that's it. We'll say good night. Say good night, Nacho. Say good night, buddy. Here, can I get you? Go this way. Go this way. Good night, people. All right, hop down, bud. He's a good boy. All right. Anyways, thank you for watching. I know this was a little bit longer than my normal ones. Not that much, but still, it's longer. So thank you. Like, subscribe, share. Let people know if it's something that you find helpful and you think it might help others. Check me out on Instagram at ChrisAMACBJJ. That's it, at ChrisAMACBJJ. Check the description, it's in there. And that's it for today. So, yeah. Hope you had a good one. And, get out there, stack W's, pay your dues, and, just try to win as many days as you can. So, thanks.